Hello viewers and welcome to another episode of Excel Learning. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how do you build a complete project completion tracker using the checkbox functionality in Excel. So checkbox existed earlier as well, but that time we had to use a developer option in order to activate a checkbox. However, in recent years, Microsoft has come out with the ready-made feature of checkboxes, which can come very handy and can give a lot of simplicity to making project completion trackers and add value in terms of visualization. So let us head over to the scenario and understand what I'm talking about and how do we accomplish the same. In today's video, we are going to cover multiple subtopics while we do this. So we will be looking at checkboxes, we will be looking at conditional formatting, we will be looking at how to make it visually presentable and eye-catchy for the audience. Okay, so without any ado, let's move over to the scenario. So this is the scenario. So imagine there is a project which has to be completed and there are multiple tasks which are assigned inside the project. For example, website launch is there, CRM revamp, HR digitization, so on and so forth. So let's say there are 10 tasks over here and multiple owners are assigned. So Saurav, Ritu, Neha, Rohan, Ankit, so on and so forth. Now, first of all, we will have to see how to insert this checkbox. And before that, let me just show you what is the final outcome. So the moment I click on here, you see step number 1, this entire row is striked with a green tick and the color changes to green, as well as this bar moves and here I have the green bar. Now we'll start seeing the magic. The moment I select the second one, the green slider moved further. The moment I select the third one, fourth one, fifth one, seventh one, sixth one, eighth one, so on and so forth, the moment I start doing that, you will see that the slider is moving. Isn't that amazing? Now let's see how to do it from scratch. So for doing it from scratch, what we need is, we need to first set up this data. So I'll just copy this data, move over to the new sheet, paste it in the fresh Excel sheet. Now this is our data. Now this is where in the additional column we require whether it is done or not. So what we are going to do for that, the simple option that we need to activate is we need to go to the insert tab. Inside the insert tab, you will see a ready-made option called checkbox. I am seeing it over here. You might see it somewhere over here. Please note that this is not available in all versions and this is mostly available in the recent versions. So you have to be cautious about that. In case it is not available in your version, then you might have to use the developer tab route. I'm not covering it as part of this video, but it is available as part of the developer tab, which can be activated. Now, what we are going to do, because we want to insert checkbox, we'll simply click on checkbox and we'll select all the cells together and click on checkbox. It inserts every a checkbox in every cell, and then we'll just put a border to it. Now another beautiful part, I will just select this and I will put a color to this because black looks really boring every time. So I'm just going to put a bright blue color, and right now when I select it, it basically highlights the cell. So I should remove the conditional formatting because you need to run the conditional formatting also from scratch. So I will clear all the conditional formatting rules. So I'll apply 2-3 conditional formattings first, and let me just explain those. One, color of checkbox, it should get green when the task is completed. Number 2, rows strike down when complete. So these are the 2 conditional formattings that we are going to first apply. So how to do that? Simply select the cells first, because first we are going to apply the conditional formatting over here. Select conditional formatting. Inside conditional formatting, we will go to new rule, and in the new rule we are going to go to use a formula to determine which cells to format. In that, we will simply select this, and let us understand this in a bit more detail. Here I have selected G2. Ideally, you would argue that I should put the condition as G2 equal to true, but I'm not putting it because G2, if I remove the dollar before the 2, because I want the G to be constant, but I want the 2 to be interactive. So 2 changes, 3 changes, so on and so forth. So what I should do is, let me just do it once again. I should simply put here equal to G2 and remove the dollar in front of 2, which means that it will apply to all cells of column G till the selection, and the column will remain consistent while the row number will keep on changing. That's the meaning of this. Now what do I want with it? I simply want that whenever it is true, it should basically change the color to a green. That's what I want. And I'm going to click on OK. OK, that's it. So the moment I do that, the color changes to green. How cool is that? The second step of applying the conditional formatting. So I'm going to select rest of the data, because our objective was the data should be struck down by green color, as well as the data should be also highlighted in green. So two objectives were there. So we'll achieve the two objectives. So I'm going to conditional formatting. I'm going to go to new rules, which that use a formula to determine which cells. Here I am going to take equal to this. Again, I'm going to remove the dollar before the 2. Now I'm going to go to format. Inside format, I want it to be struck through. So you see, the moment I select this option of struck through, it will basically strike the row. But I also want the color to change to a green. So I'm going to select the font color to green and OK and OK. The moment I do that, now you see here, moment I click here, it changes to green. So this is the first part of our dashboard or the project tracker. Now comes the second part. Second part is done pending. So for that, we need to first understand how the mechanics work. So if you see here, while the data is having a checkbox, but in the backend, a tick means a 2 and no tick means, no tick means a false. So we have to understand, in terms of computer terminology, true is a data point, false is a data point. Unlike a blank is not a data point. In this context, here true and false are data points. So logically speaking, if we are able to understand or get an understanding of how many trues are here and how many falses are here, we will be able to get how many tasks are done and how many are pending. Isn't that right? Once we have that, we have the total number as well. Then we can divide the done by the total and the pending by the total, and we get the percentage completion. Let's accomplish this and then we will move to the charting part, because charting part is also very interesting, because we will make use of only conditional formatting for it. There is no separate charting that I've used for it. So in terms of done, what we are going to do, first we are going to pull the value using COUNTIF. In fact, I will use COUNTIF S. So what is the criteria? Range. This is the criteria range. When should we pull it? If it is showing true, bracket close. Similarly, I want to pull for the pending. So I'll write COUNTIF S. The range, comma, if it is showing false, I want the values. So that's it. So here I get the total as well. Yeah. Now, what is the next step? My next step is percentage completion. So I'll select this by this, and I will do this by this. So far, so good. Now, we'll change the sign to percentage to make it more clear. Now, what is happening? What was our objective? In the original scenario we saw, created something like this, which was getting auto-filled as the cells were getting filled. So for example, the moment I select done over here in first row, it goes as 10% completion. Similarly, when I select another one, it goes at 20% completion, so on and so forth. So that's our objective. So first step is, we will apply a conditional formatting in 40% to say that it should show me a bar based on the percentage. So let's smartly design it. So basically, I will plot bars in this as well as bars in this with different colors, and then we'll merge the two in order to arrive at the final output, which is shown here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to first select this cell, go to conditional formatting and put a data bar to it. Let's say I put a data bar, solid data bar of blue color. Now next I go there and now I go to manage rules. When I go to manage rules, I'll go to edit rule, and here it becomes interesting. I will select first bar only because I don't want to show the data point, that's irrelevant. I just want to visually present it. Number two is very tricky part. Please understand this carefully. Here, this is the main trick. Here, instead of automatic, I will put a number, and maximum also I'll put a number. Now let us understand what is happening here. In essence, we are dealing with percentage. So percentage can be 0% or it can be 100%. In our case, it cannot be -%. So the moment I define the spectrum from 0 to 100, if it is 40%, it will automatically tell that if the total range was 100% and I have selected only 40%, it will shade this range. Similarly, if the range changes to 50%, it will shade this range as well, so on and so forth. So this is where the magic lies. So here we'll define the maximum number as 1 because 100% is equal to 1 in terms of number. And because we are doing the completion part first, so hence we are going to change the color to a green, and I'll change the color to a left to right. It's already there, and I'll put an OK, apply OK. So now I have 40% removed, but I got the green color. Now for 60% also I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to data bar, just assign a red color to it. Then I will again go to manage rules because it needs editing. So here I will show only bar. Minimum I will show a number which is 0, same logic. Maximum we will show 1 because 100% is equal to 1, and that's it. I'll put apply and OK. These are the two parts that we did. In fact, one more part that we need to do is, you see here, we want to make it complementary. So this part will show the completion, this part will show the pendings. Hence, we need one bar to move from left to right and another bar to move from right to left. Hence, what we will do is, we will again go over to the pending bar. Inside the pending bar, we will go to conditional formatting and we will change the direction from right to left. So now it changes the direction, and now we have somewhat our data ready. Now here comes the tricky part. What are we are going to do, because we wanted it in one cell. So if you see here, it is showing in one cell. Now let me just show you the magic over here. I will just select this and I will paste it over here. How I'm going to paste it? Not a control V. I'm going to use the paste icon over here and click on this, which is linked picture. Similarly, I will select the second one. I will go over here, another cell, and click on paste and linked picture. Now I have the two images. The second piece that I'm going to do is, I'm going to select both the images, right click on it, and I'm going to group them. Now next step would be, now I would bring it close enough so that it almost is adjacent to each other without an overlap. So let me just adjust the image slightly more, and here I have it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to increase the size of it, and I can just beautify it a bit. In terms of beautification, I can just right click on it, format picture, and I can just add a glow to it. That's all. This glow makes it look super cool. So I can give a lower shade as well. I think this looks good, and here I have the completion tracker. Now what you need to do, you need to hide this, but the moment you hide this, the data goes away. So what you're going to do, you're going to simply make it away from the data. So you're going to insert blank columns so that that range of done, pending, whatever calculations we have done is not visible to the audience. That's it. Now let's see the magic happening. The moment I do a click on the done, the bar keeps moving, and very simply, by covering multiple small topics, we have been successful in creating a project tracker from scratch, which is completely intuitive and based on visuals. How cool is that? Let me know in the comment section what you feel about this and how is it going to help you in your work. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.